everyone, and welcome back to my channel. This video is about, I'm going to show you guys a new bag that I recently got that I've added to my collection. I just got it last week, but I used it for the first time yesterday. And the second bag is a review. I did an unboxing on that particular bag about 3 months ago. And the cool thing about these two bags is that it's from the same company, but the bag that I have been using for 3 months, that was the deciding factor to get a second one. Because in the beginning, there were a couple of styles that I was looking at, but I didn't want to get greedy and buy 2 and 3 in one time when it's just like, okay, let me just pace myself. Let me just get one at a time, use it, see how it works out. And it's either yay or nay. And at this point, I think I'm going to be adding a lot more bags from this company to my collection because that's just how much I like them. So this is the bag that I got last week. And we know that it's an inspired style. And that's what I think the cool thing about it is that even though it's inspired, it's kind of like me test driving it. Because I'm not really sure if I'm a chain strap kind of girl, but this last bag that I got 3 months ago, over the past few months, I've gotten used to it. And it's just like, before you drop thousands on a bag, is that bag going to be to your liking? Is it going to be comfortable on your shoulder? Is it going to go with everything? Are you going to be like really particular how you carry it? Are you going to be like, oh my gosh, I bumped it and things like that. And it's just like, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 on a bag, it's just like, maybe I need to try to test things out by going with a bag that's more to my budget. And how do I treat the bags? I'm very careful with my bags, but sometimes you do have an oopsie, and it's just like, I can't believe that just happened. I just dropped $5,000 on this bag, that kind of thing. And I don't want to be in that mentality, and it's just like, this one is something that I can use, I guess, to prep me for when I do make that big purchase or not, because I think this is it's a very well-made bag when I inspected it, and I think this bag is going to last me a long time, and I just may stick with this company for a while and just work with that. So first things first, the reason why I went with yellow is because I needed a pop to my wardrobe. I usually go with blacks and tans and safe color bags, and I just needed to really step out of my comfort zone. So that's one reason why I got this color, because there's a few other colors that they have that are normal that I was like really leaning towards to get, and it's like, well, let me just go with this. Second, it's the chevron pattern, and you don't see this often. You see the other basic, I want to say basic, but you see the other popular quilt type, in a lot of different other bags and brands, and they have their own take on it, but it's that square diamond shaped quilt, pattern, and it's just like, let's go with chevron, let's step out, let's be different. And it's gold tone, which I have to get used to because I'm a silver hardware girl, but I was like, what, this is more of a classy bag, let's step it up a notch. And when I looked it over also, they've used the same threading color of the stitching as it is the bag, and that's awesome. They didn't just sew this with white threading, so I was like, okay, they're very skilled, they know what they're doing. And the lining, which is a plus, is a light color, so I can easily find my things. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to carry in this bag since I just used it for the first time yesterday. I put my cell phone in this little slot yesterday. This is a nice spacious bag, by the way. You can put some things here, put some things here. It's a nice little zip divider that you can put things in here that maybe you want to make sure won't be loose when you pop up in your bag, or if you accidentally drop the bag, which I'm hoping that I don't, those things won't spill out. And then here's your normal interior zip pocket. And this little tab right here, it says genuine leather borse in pelle, which means leather bag, and it also says made in Italy. And this bag smells so good. I mean, it is just an exquisite, what the type of leathers that the Italians use is just like the best of the best. So I do have the 3 options to wear this bag. Shoulder, of course, with the double strap. The long way, which I probably won't because this is a larger size bag that I have to get used to. If this was smaller, say like, you know, that size right there, definitely longer. And same as crossbody. I may not wear it crossbody because it is a larger size bag, but although it doesn't look that bad. And then the other way, which I'm gonna wear it is, let me feed it through this way here. I've seen this online, I've read about this, and I've seen some YouTube videos where some girls have actually tied it some type of way to be able to carry this as a top handle. And I think that's just like so hot. So there's this bag. This bag is called the Cindy bag with an S, S-I-N-D-Y. Okay. Now this next bag, this is going to be like the review. This is the bag that I did the unboxing on 3 months ago. And this is another inspired style. And, you know, it looks like the Chanel boy bag. And the reason why I got this bag is because the name of this bag is Shana. And it's actually part of my name. So that's the reason why I was like, I got to get this bag. Second, I'm like, okay, yeah, it's inspired. It looks like, you know, the boy bag. And then thirdly, it's a great way for me to get used to carrying this bag. You know, because like I mentioned before I spend thousands on a bag, how am I going to be using this bag? Am I going to be rough with the bag? Am I going to just be, you know, is it going to be comfortable on my shoulder? How am I going to be using this bag? So it smells great. Over the past 3 months, it's actually gotten better. Now, the last video that I did, because it was like straight out the box, it was an unboxing. I don't know if anyone remembers or if you've seen that video, but it squeaked very bad. Like, I mean, I was embarrassed, but like on camera, I'm just like opening it up. It was like, I was like, oh my gosh, that's embarrassing. And I was like, oh, probably because it's new. And over the past few months, it never went away. The first time, I mean, like immediately after that video, I contacted the company and I asked them about that. They were just like, well, maybe over time, over use, you know, that should work its way out. And that's what I thought. And I mean, I would be out in public and I'm trying to open up my purse and you hear that noise. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so embarrassing. So 2 weeks, matter of fact, just 2 weeks ago, I went back to the company and I said, hey, this squeaking is not going away. What can you do about that? You know, and they were just like, well, you know, take it to, you know, one of your trusted leather repair shops and see what they can do. And we'll refund you for the cost of repairs. I'm like, that is so respectful. That is great customer service. And that's another reason why I think I'm going to be buying more and more bags from this company, because they respond in a timely manner. They're very respectful and they treat you like it's like the best customer service. I'm just like, that's thumbs up. That's a plus. So anyway, what ended up happening was I had some WD-40. I was scared to use it because I'm just like, I don't want to mess up my bag. And I very carefully sprayed. First of all, I paid attention to where that squeaking sound was coming from. And I very carefully sprayed WD-40 in here and in there, and like immediately it like went away. So I had to be sure that it didn't spill like anywhere on the leather. So I like watched it and I panicked for a while because I'm just like, I don't want any of that, you know, that solution coming out, and it never did. So I must have sprayed just enough, just little. And it just must have bonded, you know, immediately or whatever from there. But like for the past few weeks, that's what it's doing. It's not even making a noise. It used to make a crooked, squeaky noise that was like really embarrassing. So I'm like, that's hot. And so I wanted to be fair to the company. So I emailed them back. I said, hey, you know, I did take it to a repair shop. I went ahead and used WD-40 and it worked like a charm. And they were like, well, they called it disturbance. And they were like, well, you know, for all of your disturbance, we're very sorry about this disturbance. We'll credit you $10 for going through all of that. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's awesome. You know, I was like, what? You know, I already had WD-40. You know, but that's great. That's what I'm talking about. Great customer service. So anyway, just over time, oh, I stuffed this, sorry. Just take this out really quick. There we go. I just stuffed it with the stuff that it came in initially. So this is like my go-to bag. I love this bag, and I'm so rough with this bag. And what I mean by rough is I've gotten used to how to use this bag. Because at first I would be like, wait a minute, how to use this bag? We've got this. I mean, I would actually be like, okay, I'll get out the car. Okay, let's do that. It was just like, okay, let's work this bag. And so now I just do it like this, and I'm on the go, and I'm doing this, you know, that kind of thing. I'm not even worried about it. A couple of times I was a little rough around the edges and got out the car and bumped it, you know, against my car, or, you know, just like bumped it up against the wall and like, I don't even care about it. I'll check it over later. But if I spent like, you know, $4,000 on it, I'd have been like, oh, wait a minute, let's, you know, and I don't want to be doing that because we all bump up against things, you know. So I think this is a great tester bag, you know, before I actually do, you know, if I end up buying, you know, a Chanel. So, you know, and there's weeks where I'll use this bag and won't even look it over. And then like a month later, it's like, oh, let me take a look at this bag. Not damaged at all. So, I mean, it is a greatly constructed bag. And I'm actually thinking about getting a different color in this bag. But I don't want like a string of the same type of bags. But that's just how much I love this bag and how I love the quality and how I love the company. So, to end this video, because I know I'm talking too much, the name of the company is Bottega Amatucci. They have their own website, but I went through Amazon to buy these bags. And it works a lot better for me because it's like I purchase it on Amazon, all the stuff is done in the background, and it actually ships from Italy. So I don't pay customs, shipping is free, and it's a really good turnaround. It's like a week turnaround, but they'll let you know if the bag is in stock or not. And they do have a default time window of like 4 weeks, and it's like really scary because it's like you'll order it May 1st and they'll give you like a June 8th delivery date. You're like, whoa. But a lot of these bags are made to order, which is really cool. But if they have them in stock, it'll deliver just like that. And I didn't even choose express delivery. There's really no need to do express delivery because with my experience for the past 2 purchases, it's delivered within a week. So I do free shipping. So anyway, that's that. That's the bags. That's my review. And the next time around, I might have another bag from this company. So sorry I talked for so long. If you have any comments, feel free to make them. Subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions about these bags, let me know. I roughly spent about $130 US on both of them. Separately, obviously, not total, but I mean, they're really worth more than that. This is Italian leather, very well constructed bags. They really should be a lot more than that, but shh, don't tell them that I said that. So anyway, until next time, bye.